Yo, what's happening, boys and girls? You know what time it is. It's your boy Zach back in the house with another workout video. Here is the full workout description. Feel free to pause the video, screenshot this screen. If you do give the workout a try, let me know down in the comments below how it goes, guys. So on to the workout. I started with forearms. I typically start the accessory day here with calves and then move to abs and finish with forearms last. But out of all those muscle groups, I'd say my forearms lagged the most. So I decided I was going to do it first today. And now the main reason for this is based on the premise of the priority principle. So whatever we do first in a workout, we tend to get best at. So you can think of things like all the big lifts, squats, bench press, deadlift. We tend to do those things early in a workout because they require the most energy, and we have the most energy to give, to those lifts. So in the case of body parts, there's multiple reasons why I'm doing this day that I consider to be sort of an active rest day where I'm just doing these small accessory muscle groups. First off, because I need a break from heavier, more intense training. So this is a good way for me to still get you can see that guy in the background. I don't know what he was doing, but there you go. So back to the task at hand. First off is to get me, I'm the kind of person that wants to do stuff every single day. I want to be active every day, and oftentimes I am almost too intense on a daily basis to where it actually is a detriment at times, to where I feel the effects of being intense often in subsequent workouts. So it's a way for me to still get my jollies by being able to work out and feel like I'm improving, but also giving me enough rest from the mentally and physically taxing bigger muscle groups. So yeah, really that's the main premise behind it. But also because these three muscle groups tend to be the muscle groups most often neglected in our training as, quote unquote, bodybuilders or just people that are working on their physiques in general. So yes, oftentimes these muscle groups, the calves, abs, and the forearms, are tacked on to the end of people's workouts. Typically calves are done on leg day at the end. Abs might be done on leg day or on some sort of upper body day. And then forearms typically done, if you have an arm day, done on an arm day, but most likely done on like back day, right? So with that, this is just a great way to be able to give more energy to these lagging muscle groups or just forgotten muscle groups, because you're going into the workout knowing that you're not tired from other things. And now I think about it two ways. I think about the fatigue as this. You have physical fatigue, right? The weights feel heavy. The reps are coming down throughout your workout. You're getting physically exhausted, right? And then also mentally fatigued, though. So you go from being very laser focused on your workout. You're excited. You're in the gym, you're extremely focused, the music's pumping, nobody else is bothering you, you're not thinking about anything else outside of the gym. But then as the workout goes along, you start to feel mentally fatigued, right? You're just not as focused. And so the intensity on your lifts can go down, but also, in my experience, especially when you're trying to get a good mind-muscle connection with certain muscle groups, as you get more mentally fatigued, it becomes harder and harder for you to focus on the details. So actually focusing on, is the muscle contracting as I go through the movement, right? And when you're fresh with that muscle group, you tend to be able to contract the muscle harder. As you get more and more fatigued, physically it's harder for you to contract the musculature, but also mentally you're just not as checked in, you're not as focused on the exercise. You're trying to, at least in my experience, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but when I get physically and mentally fatigued during a session, I tend to go through the motions. I speed through exercises. My rep tempo becomes very quick. I get very fixated on a certain number of reps that I'm trying to aim for each set instead of going by feeling. Sometimes you should go by feeling. Really, for most of us, we get in trouble sometimes when we say, all right, you go into an exercise saying, I'm only going to do X amount of reps. Right? And what's to say that either that weight for that day and those reps is far too hard or far too easy? You never know. So in the moment, it's always good to be able to adjust according to your energy levels for the day on that particular exercise. So yeah, just not getting trapped in certain rep ranges and being able to listen to your body more. But Bottom line, guys, with these 3 muscle groups, they tend to be lagging in a lot of us. They tend to be muscle groups that we tack on at the end of the workout. So if you are in need of a break, I would say, guys, try, instead of a full off day, try to give this workout a shot and see how it goes. Until next time, guys, I am out. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.